right, let me set the stage. I'm not sure if I've made the right choice here. The markets aren't bad, but they're not great
ways
either.
to navigate through this uncertainty.
I've made a bet that in order to start my clothing company again, I need to take it public. I've done it before, and I've made a habit of doing things people say are impossible. But lately, I've noticed something has shifted in me. I'm battling a lingering doubt I've never really had before. I came to New York because these guys offered me a $10 million financing to IPO. On a handshake deal, of course. This is the city where so much of the old story happened. I've just finished testing a prototype on one of the best fit models in the world and came face to face with a chapter I thought I'd already closed. And now it's the next morning, and I'm meeting more of their team and getting ready to build mine. Now I'm up at 30 Rock, heading up into what could be the most important meeting for this company. I'm meeting Andrew Kaplan. Andrew is an old friend. He has saved my ass more times than I can count. He's a dear friend. And I've made him a bit of money. I've also lost him a bit of money, and we haven't seen each other in 5 years. Still kept in touch, but today I'm going to ask him to be the chairman of the board for Naked Revival. He's somebody I trust. He's someone who understands the street. He's someone who understands startups, capital raising, and he's someone I want by my side as I step into this. In Chapter 5 of Getting Naked, Building the Company, I say, once you've established your core principles and you've raised some initial funds, you've laid the foundation to build a business. Building your team and establishing a positive company culture are equally critical. Why? Because people, not products, are your most valuable asset. Hi.
How are you, Joel?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Good seeing you again. Cool. Yep.
It's quite the view you've conjured up here.
Beautiful. Every morning. My name is Andrew Kaplan. I'm a capital market strategist. Capital market strategist is to keep an executive team or company from screwing up in the capital markets, helping them grow, helping them raise their capital, helping them with their connections with investment bankers and analysts.
So what are the capital markets? Capital markets are financial ecosystems where individuals and institutions with surplus money, i.e. investors, connect with entities like corporations and governments that need funding. By trading long-term assets like stocks and bonds, these markets channel wealth into productive use, fueling economic growth. Why they matter? Capital markets allow businesses to expand operations, innovate, and create jobs. Another way to think of them is like a bridge. On one side are people with capital looking for opportunity. On the other are entrepreneurs with ideas, but not enough resources. The market exists to connect the two. And people like Andrew are the people who spend their careers helping others cross it. In fact, Andrew and I go almost all the way back to my very first company. I've been to his daughter's bat mitzvah. We've traveled to just about every major city in the United States together, twice. And at one point, he even mortgaged his house so I could get product off the docks in time to fulfill a Nordstrom order. So yeah, Andrew's my guy. We've been through fire together, and I've asked him to be on the board.
I would love to. You're the hardest working entrepreneur person I've ever worked with in my career.
You have no idea how much that means to me. You know, we started this and the markets were still tough. And we're starting to see some of those dollars start to flow in to the early stages here that are, I guess, an indication of things to come. And if that improves in the next 4 months, I think we're going to be in a really good spot.
This is my type of market where companies are not on autopilot and they have to roll up their sleeves and they got to do the hard work and they got to get out there and they got to speak to the potential investors.
Where I feel like things went wrong last time was we had too many cooks in the kitchen and we couldn't make effective decisions. You know, things would get they would start and then they would get lost in the bureaucracy of all these cooks in the kitchen. And that was a massive component of why we struggled. But the other thing was I felt like just not being true to the original ethos of the brand and chasing price point, you know, losing the made in Italy, losing the made in Canada, losing all these components of even our packaging, and just starting this race to the bottom. And I had this really bad tendency to, you know, you were always such an incredible voice of reason to me, and I was really grateful for that. But I always fell victim to, oh, Nordstrom's wants me to do this, so I'm going to do this, as opposed to standing my ground on what I think we should do. Oh, these people want me to do this, I'll just do that, and just letting everyone else kind of puppet me around. And I felt like sometimes that's okay to listen and to learn and to adapt, but when you do it all the time, you just lose who you are and what you originally set out to do, and I think I did that.
I agree with what you said. I think you have to, you are very good at creating a team, and I think you should create that team, the smaller team that you had, and you grow it to as large as you can grow it with that team.
There are almost 8 billion people in the world. When I was a kid, there were 6. My family. Then came school, maybe 12, high school, 16, college, somehow back to 12, then my own family, first 3, then 4, now 5. Your world grows, your network grows, your teams grow, but the circle of people you truly trust usually gets smaller. The people who stay, the people who show up, the people you can count on. It's funny, there are billions of people, yet finding the right ones to build a company with can be one of the hardest things you'll ever do. Because everyone has their own ambitions, their own dreams, their own path. I once had a great team. More than anything, I wanted to build one again. You need to take a rest. You need to take a year. But I had lost, I literally cash out of hand $500,000 just on the second deal. And it had wrecked me financially. So I didn't have a choice but to get right back into the game. And I said, but I'm a broken man.
So let's just break that down a bit, because there's several pieces to unpack there. First of all, the neoliberal dream of I'll be happy when. Right? I'm a poor farm boy, suburban, you know, whatever it is. I'm going to be happy when I get to this place, whatever that place is that you've figured in your mind, and inevitably it's empty.
New York works because everyone has a job. Taxi drivers, baristas, construction workers, bankers. Someone has to lead, someone has to navigate, someone has to build. Cities aren't built by architects alone. They're built by thousands of people doing their part. None of them are doing the same thing. But together, they create something far bigger than themselves. A company isn't much different. The strength of a team isn't that everyone does the same job, it's that everybody does a different one, and does it well. Everyone just needs to know where they're going.
stoic is the world where you've seen so much that you don't ride that high quite so much, and you don't fall so low into the darkness. You try and stay in the middle and just try and be level-headed and try and make good decisions throughout. Do you remember Amber Lee?
Amber Lee, yes.
You know she's coming back on, right?
I'm Amberly Lyons, and I am a chakra expert, a podcaster. I own a jewelry business. I'm an intuitive.
Generally, how long is your morning routine?
Oh my gosh. So the spiritual part is at least half an hour. The workout is at least half an hour. The dog walk is half an hour. And then you throw in things like smoothies, electrolytes, and yeah, we're sitting at a good couple hours at least. Oh, I also read before I get out of bed, which is probably like 20 minutes. I take my time. So it's been this total full circle moment where I was working for the original Naked, and I was not really being able to have that much, say in things. It wasn't a junior role, but I was a manager role, but it wasn't my brand. I didn't have skin in the game. And then now it's like I went and I got all this experience, life experience, business experience, marketing experience. And now this time around, I'm getting to really implement all of the things that I love to do and actually have a bigger impact on the brand itself. I'm taking all the credit. We had Joel and Jana and their beautiful daughters over at our house last summer, and we were just talking about the old times and Joel's dream, and the whole story it's really crushing, like how everything ended with this dream for Joel. And after probably our 5th bottle of wine, I was like, fuck it, let's just do our own brand. We'll call it Naked Revival, and we'll just revive it, and it'll be totally different. We'll tell this story, and we'll have that deeper connection to it. So it's not just amazing quality underwear. There's so much more to this story. So we started kind of talking about it a little bit that night, and then it didn't really go anywhere. And then 2 weeks later, I get a phone call from Joel, and I pick up and he goes, "We're doing it, you in?"
The people who work with you are the lifeblood of the company. Your success is their success and vice versa, especially in a small company. They're your family outside your family. These are the people you build the impossible with, the people who climb aboard before anyone knows whether the mission will succeed. So there were really only 2 questions before me. Could I put together the right team to build it with? And could we navigate what lay ahead?
You are the family Joe.
Yeah, see, there you go. I am the family Joe.
Yeah.
Through a little tiny hole that was like almost the same.
That would be like good at golf. That would be like a fluke.
No, but it didn't go into the hole in the ground. And then the only time they got the hole in the ground was when they accidentally hit somebody else's ball.
So, Frank, do you have Hotel Chic vibe?
Oh, Frank is the biggest hotel.
Oh, I'm the biggest hotel snob.
Okay.
More than me almost.
Yeah.
And when you're in a good environment, you have a better performance, better
100%,
opportunities, better manifestations.
Your surroundings is
He
key.
invited me
Even
to
like
Hotel Snob.
even the clothes you wear, like you just feel better, right? Like anything.
I just can't shake the pattern of poverty.
Well,
I'm dead serious. Sorry.
lack mentality.
Lack mentality. I can't shake it. I cannot shake it.
Yeah, just pay it. I'll transfer you the money. Okay. Okay. Love you. Thank you. Bye. All right. The truck has been condemned. The truck broke down right at the border. So my gracious father has come to pick us up and switch cars with us. Thank you for hopefully saving our asses. When we get back from New York, I gotta buy a new car. Start the car! Well, that money better come in pretty quick. When you see people who treat business like family, because there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shifting around in this world.
For sure. Especially if you're building something, you need the trust factor.
Yes.
You want,
the guy who you know is
in the foxhole. With you.
My girls are here. That's my family over there.
Oh wow.
When we did Naked the first. Yes. The idea of Naked Revival is not let's revive naked underwear. Sure, we'll do underwear, but it's let's revive that raw, sexy humanness that that so many people just are craving, right?
Yep.
Now we'll start with underwear, but we're not an underwear brand. We're a lifestyle brand.
Okay.
That's a big departure from the last story, which is, what does our guy care about? Our guy cares about skincare. Our guy cares about his health. Our guy cares about his supplementation. We have an amazing team. Some of the old band is coming back together, but they've all built their careers. They've all built their networks. They have massive influence on social media, in PR, all that stuff that they didn't have when they worked for us before, but that's built up that we get to now
tap into.
Exactly. Certainly don't look like they're. Absolutely. I thought that point would pique your interest, Eric. It's not gonna be good for me. In the early days of a company, there isn't much to offer. In my case, even less. No certainty, very little money, no guarantees. Just a belief that something worth building might exist on the other side. What we have crafted here is something that is so powerful. Talented people matter, but talent alone isn't enough. Amberly ran them through the brand filter. You need people who take ownership, who believe in something bigger than the job, who will keep pulling in the same direction, especially when things get difficult, because they will. How do you feel about having Amberly in my corner this time? Those people don't just help build the business, they help carry it. You're choosing who you'll climb the mountain with. New York reminded me, great things are rarely built alone. And if you're fortunate enough to find people willing to walk through those uncertain early days with you, I'd like to bring them all back. Don't just build a company beside them. Build a place they want to belong. Build a future they can believe in. Me wanting everything to rock.
I heard that behind every man is a woman, but they don't get the credit or the fame and the fortune they earn. When men get money to burn. And I'm cooking all the meals, standing up in my heels, dreaming of a world where the champagne's meant for me. And I can drink like a queen. They told me diamonds are a girl's best friend. Well, I got bills to spend, I might sell like a 10.